Alright, I'm going to do another recording here. Neville quotes, along with going into the silence, and the quotes are for inspiration, and the silence is for results. So, let's say we already have our results, and then let's go ahead and do an exercise to just for fun. Let's start now. No waste of time, except for this little part right here. And starting with the quotes, going into the silence, living in the end. Here we go. The world is a mirror, forever reflecting what you are doing within yourself. Stop trying to change the world, since it is only the mirror. Man's attempt to change the world by force is as fruitless as breaking a mirror in the hope of changing his face. Leave the mirror and change your face. Leave the world alone and change your conceptions of yourself. For life makes no mistakes and always gives man that which man first gives himself. If a man look upon any other man and estimates that man as less than himself, then he is stealing from the other. He is stealing the other's birthright, that of equality. Change your conception of yourself, and you will automatically change the world in which you live. Do not try to change people. They are only messengers telling you who you are. Revalue yourself, and they will confirm the change. Man's chief delusion is his conviction that there are causes other than his own state of consciousness. Because of your belief in external things, you think power into them by transferring the power that you are to the external thing. Realize you yourself are the power you have mistakenly given to outer conditions. The first step in changing the future is desire. That is, define your objective. Know definitively what you want. Second, construct an event which you believe you would encounter following the fulfillment of your desire. An event which implies fulfillment of your desire. Something which will have the action of self predominant. All transformation begins with an intense burning desire to be transformed. The first step in the renewing of the mind is desire. You must want to be different and intend to be before you can begin to change yourself. Then you must make your future dream a present fact. You can do this by assuming the feeling of your wish fulfilled. By desiring to be other than what you are, you can create an ideal of the person you want to be and assume that you are already that person. If this assumption is persisted in until it becomes your dominant feeling, the attainment of your ideal is inevitable. Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. All you can possibly need or desire is already yours. Call your desires into being by imagining and feeling your wish fulfilled. To be conscious of being poor while praying for riches is to be rewarded with that which you are conscious of being, namely poverty. Prayers to be successful must be claimed and appropriated. Assume the positive consciousness of the thing desired. Nothing comes from without. All things come from within. Neville Goddard. Your true self is not interested in other people's opinions. I am, your true self, is not interested in man's opinion. All its interest lies in your conviction of yourself. What do you say of the I am within you? Can you answer and say, I am Christ? Your answer or degree of or understanding will determine the place you will occupy in life. Do you say or believe yourself to be a man of a certain family, race, nation, etc.? Do you honestly believe this of yourself? Then life, your true self, will cause these conceptions to appear in your world, and you will live with them as though they are real. Feeling is the secret. Man moves in a world that is nothing more or less than his consciousness objectified. Love is not love if there is no beloved. All the honors of men in a state of sleep are as nothing. Don't condemn yourself for the state into which you have fallen. Don't condemn yourself for the state into which you have fallen. If you don't like it, move into another. Be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection between your feelings and your visible world. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, and then you believe it to be true. Every dream could be realized by those self-disciplined enough to believe it. You are not a victim of fate, but a victim of faith, your own. Your own faith. Here is a simple formula for successful fishing. First, decide what it is you want to express or possess. This is essential. You must definitely know what you want of life before you can fish for it. After your decision is made, turn from the world of sense, remove your attention from the problem, and place it on just being by repeating quietly but with feeling, I am. As your attention is removed from the world round about you and placed upon the I am, so that you are lost in the feeling of simply being, you will find yourself slipping the anchor that ties you to the shallows of your problem, and effortlessly you will find yourself moving out into the deep. Only as one is willing to give up his present limitations and identity can he become that which he desires to be. So let's do that now. Let's go into the silence, postulate on being where we want to be, being who we want to be, and living in our end. Let's go into the silence. Okay, thanks for doing the exercise with me. And talk to you next time. Take care.